Hello, Princeton United Methodist Church, beloved community. It's Pastor Jenny bringing you another update for this week. It's March 25th today, but it's Wednesday, so I'm just trying to connect you with what's going on in the life of the church this week. And as many of you are, we're kind of trying to settle into a new normal kind of rhythm, and we don't know how long this new normal is, and we just keep finding things changing and evolving. But for right now, here are some things that I want you to know. One is that we're trying to create this rhythm of communication with you. So the idea right now is that I will send you some kind of update the first half of the week. It may be as late as Wednesday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, week to week, I'll try to send you something through video, through text, and then watch for the happenings as usual on Friday. But we're trying to do some extra things with the happenings as well to give you a little more information. You'll hear from one of the pastors each week, and you'll find worship materials and updates for worship each week in the happenings as well. You'll find lots of links to Zoom and the different ways that we're connecting in this time of physical distancing. So look for these things, and this may change, but for right now, this is what we're aiming for. I wanted to tell you as well that the office is still largely closed. It's closed to lay people. So there are a few staff people who are in and out of the office, checking mail, just doing things that kind of need to be done in the office that can't be done elsewhere. But on the whole, the office is closed, and most of us are working from home, at least part of the time. I have Elliot, and we've discovered it's kind of easier for us to be home with him throughout the week as he's trying to get his schoolwork done, and Bobby and I are tag teaming and doing different things. So I'm here at home right now, but I go to the office a couple times at least to check in and do some things. This is Debbie's last week with us as our office manager, and she's also been working from home, working remotely the last couple of weeks, and I hope to have we are in the process of coming up with a transition plan, as we still have not hired someone for the two positions that are open for our office ministry. That was a slower process anyway, but all of this change has made that even slower. But we do have plans that are coming together to fill a gap over these next few weeks. But along with much other uncertainty, there's still uncertainty about that. So watch for details. But here's what I can tell you about the office is that we will continue to monitor the phones. So don't hesitate to call the office if you need something. The phone messages are being picked up. You probably won't get anybody to answer the phone, but phone messages are being picked up. And likewise, email is going to continue to be monitored. So continue to send email to office@PrincetonUMC.org. Mail is being picked up. Postal mail is being picked up. So don't hesitate to mail things to us as well. And you can find on our website all the email addresses and contact information for our staff. We are all here. We are all still available to you and wanting to connect with you in whatever ways you need. This leads me to say that we have an amazing staff here at Princeton United Methodist Church. Oh my gosh, I feel so grateful for the ways that our staff has just stepped up and changed and gone with the flow and invented new ways of doing ministry that we normally do this way. We're now doing it this way. In just a few minutes, Tom is going to offer online children's choir rehearsal. So lots of different ways that's happening. But know that our staff is here and they are ready to connect with you and want to engage you in ministry in lots of different ways. Our staff is continuing to be connected. We're having a check-in call every week through Zoom. Our clergy talk almost daily, and we have particular meeting times at least twice a week, as well as we're trying to keep communication going when we're not actually physically present with one another. The ministry is continuing, and while there are some things like the Easter egg hunt that's been canceled, and there are some things that are being postponed, there are most of the ministry that we had in place is still going on in some way. And so I encourage you to keep engaging and reaching out to your group leader or your ministry team leader and finding out how to still be connected. We have an amazing set of lay leaders in our congregation too. We had a church council meeting via Zoom last week, and wow, it was just an amazing group of people who again are all continuing ministry and helping us all to find our way through, supporting one another. What a gift it is to be here with you in this place. We have the Circle of Care is one of our ministry teams. We have so many people who are ready, reaching out, connecting with you, helping to make sure that all of our people are connected in one way or another. And they are also very ready to help you. If you have a need, if you just need somebody to talk to, if you need somebody to pray with you, even if it's not a need and you just want that, we have people who are ready to do that. If you have needs about connecting with worship or any of these online things that we're doing these days, let somebody know and we will help you with that. If you need practical help like groceries or supplies delivered to your house, we have people who are ready to do that too. So just reach out to Circle of Care at PrincetonUMC.org and or leave a message at the office and we will connect with you. We want everybody to feel connected, and we also don't want you to hesitate to contact us if you need a pastor, and because we are here and we things are up and down and all around, but they are for you too. And just because you're trying to hold everything together doesn't mean you are or can do it all on your own. So please reach out to us and we will be happy to talk, to spend some time with you. We can't do much of that in person these days, but we all have phones and we all have ways to video chat and be together with you in other ways. A couple words about worship. We are every week. I hope that you were able to tune in to worship this past Sunday. We got a new camera for our live streaming, and we were able to set that up, and I hope you experienced a great improvement in terms of the video and sound quality. And there are little tweaks we're trying to make every week to keep helping you to have good access to worship and to make it interactive and help you connect with each other, as well as what's happening in the worship itself. Hyo-sung and Young-hee and Tom are continuing to plan music for us to do this together, and Skitch is doing a ton technologically, and the worship team and Hyo-sung and I and Jenny are all trying to help make the worship rich and meaningful to you. So, but there are lots of good ideas that are coming from lots of places, so keep sending them to us and keep showing up. And if you aren't, if 10 o'clock on Sunday morning isn't a good time for you, what a wonderful thing that you can go anytime to Facebook and connect through worship when it's right for you and for your family, if you have other people around. We are also trying to move into other platforms in addition to Facebook Live, so watch for that. You'll find more information about that toward the end of the week as we figure out exactly the places that we're going to be and how. So we're trying to help more people connect and make this a good, fluid, accessible, joyful experience for us in the midst of all of this. Speaking also of worship, this is really hard and heartbreaking in so many ways, but we are really planning for the very real possibility, very real likelihood that we will not be able to be together on Holy Week and Easter. That's just a couple of weeks away, and the schools here in Princeton have already announced that they're closing past Easter. So I don't see a lifting of our stay-at-home physical distancing thing happening before that. But here's some of the things that are amazing and beautiful in the midst of this really hard thing. we are working hard to keep bringing you really meaningful and powerful services, worship, during Holy Week, starting on Palm Sunday, and then daily prayer stations all through Holy Week. Monday, Thursday, we're gonna gather for worship. Good Friday, we're gonna gather for worship. Online. All these gatherings are online. And on Saturday, we're going to invite you to create some holy space, which we don't often really get in our world. We're often, the day before Easter is often just kind of a normal day for us, but I'll invite us to move into sort of a different kind of space on Holy Saturday, and then we're still going to have a sunrise service on Easter Sunday morning and a regular service at 10 o'clock. All of this, again, will be virtual, but we are trying to bring you powerful worship. We're even putting together a worship packet for you for Holy Week, and we're gonna do the best we can to get you palms and some different tangible items and things that'll help enhance your worship experience throughout the week. So stay tuned for that. You'll know a lot more about that next week as well. So know that we're preparing for that, and if somehow we are able to be together on Easter, man, what an Easter it'll be. It'll be so wonderful and exciting to have that opportunity, but I don't know that that's going to be likely. The last thing I want to share here is that the clergy, your pastors are putting together some little videos, some little helps around deepening our prayer life. Again, we have this sort of interesting opportunity in the midst of such a difficult time. And so along with this email, there's a short video, shorter than this one, about the daily office and praying the daily office. And so we're going to keep giving you little, to kind of build a library of prayer practices and things that you can engage in at home and just keep learning and deepening your prayer life. We're also going to be doing some gathering for prayer, again, online gathering for prayer. We haven't quite figured out the schedule for that yet, but that's coming as well. So we'll notify you through Facebook and the other channels that we have to communicate to. But know that we want to hear from you. I miss seeing your faces. I miss hearing your voices. I miss being with you in person. And I'm so grateful for the technology which brings us together. It's a great, enormous gift, but this is also really hard. This is a really hard time for all of us. And so we're continuing to see the beauty and the brokenness in the midst of all that we're doing. Know that I'm praying for you and feel your prayers for me and ask those to continue. And know that we are continuing to be the beloved community of Princeton United Methodist Church, even as we are separate from one another. Blessings, that's all for right now. And all of this was said again in the text that's in the email that this video comes to you in. But blessings and blessings. Peace be with you all.